And good evening. Welcome back out here to Albany for night number 2 of the Albany Invitational Basketball Tournament here on Albany TV. We'll have 4 more games coming up for you tonight. And let's go ahead and welcome you in to our BTC Bank pregame. Tonight's pregame is brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank here for good. Like to thank all of our sponsors. Help you bring you tonight's broadcast here of this first game between the number 1 seeded Albany Lady Warriors and number 8 seed Pattonsburg Lady Panthers. And again, like to thank our sponsors, BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Centers with locations in Bethany and Albany, Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, the Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, and the Albany Hy-Vee, Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential in Albany, Shelter Insurance Agent San Phillips in Albany, Johnson Controls, the Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Association, the Briar Patch and Sublime Formal Wear, both on the west side of the square in Albany, Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center, Papa's Family Restaurant, Kathy Sneed with Acres of Hope LLC, JC Designs just off the square in Albany, B&B Barbecue in Albany, Lone Star Investments on the square in Albany, the City of Albany, Williams Construction, Main Street Albany, Rob's Cycle in Pattonsburg and 3B Pizza in Pattonsburg, the Albany Booster Club, Albany and Pattonsburg School Districts, and the Printery and New Shopper located in Albany. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the games that happened last night, starting on the girls' side of the bracket. First game of the night saw Princeton knocking off King City 42-37, and a good game to start out the tournament. The third game of the night was the second girls' game, and that's where we saw our first seed upset of the tournament. It was the number 6 seeded Worth County. That came away with a 53-31 victory over Platte Valley in a game that was tied at 16-16 in that second quarter, and Worth County would then pull away and take the victory over Platte Valley. On the boys' side, in the second game of the night, it was the number 2 seeded Princeton that took care of business against the 6 seeded Albany in pool play by a score of 53-37. Final game of the night was the number 4 seeded Platte Valley, number 5 seeded Pattonsburg. Again, it was a close one. Score kind of doesn't indicate how close that game was. Platte Valley ends up with a 55-44 win over Pattonsburg. That was after that game was tied at 42-42 with about 4.5 minutes left to go in the ball game. But it was Platte Valley that would pull away at the end and come away with the victory. We've got 4 more games on the docket tonight. First game, as we said here, it's the number 1 seeded Albany against the 8 seeded Pattonsburg. Our second game of the night will also see the 1-7 matchup on the boys' side, with there only being 7 teams, with Worth County's boys dropping out due to them playing the state championship at Spratt Memorial Stadium for football tomorrow night. It will be the number 1 seeded King City taking on the number 7 seeded Stanberry boys. Third game of the night, we'll see the number 2 seeded Stanberry girls taking on the number 7 seeded North Andrew girls. Final game of the night will be in pool play again. We will see the number 3 seeded North Andrew boys for the first time taking on the number 6 seeded Albany as they get no rest, playing back-to-back here in pool play in the opening rounds here of the tournament. So again, those are the matchups here for the first rounds of games. The only game that will still be to be determined on the consolation championship sides of the bracket will be the other game in pool play tomorrow night. That will be between Princeton and North Andrew. Otherwise, we'll know who's consolation, who's championship sides of the brackets after tonight. We'll be back with more of your BTC Bank pregame as we'll welcome in our color analyst Mike Atkins when we come back here on Albany TV. Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite school and earn that school extra cash with each swipe. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account, stop by your local BTC Bank branch to get your mascot debit card today. Visit btcbank.bank to learn more. BTC Bank, here for good. Member FDIC.
BTC Bank.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens.
at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpless smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent St. Phillips in Albany for a free personal protection review.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get set here for this matchup tonight between the number 1 seed and 8 seed Albany and Pattonsburg. Again, I'm Jared Rolvis, joined along with color analyst as well, Mike Atkins. Jessica Rolvis, again, will be on the camera for us tonight. Brett Williams, again, still off doing coaching duties for middle school. So we wish the Albany boys and girls middle school teams best of luck at the North Harrison tournament. Brett will be back on the camera, though, tomorrow. But, Mike, you weren't here for the game last week Tuesday whenever the Lady Warriors were able to knock off Northeast Nottoway. It was a game where Albany really got ahead quickly, and kind of last year we saw some spurts where their defense was just nail-biting against other teams and just continue to get them turnovers. In the end of the first quarter, I believe it was almost a 30-point ball game at that point against Northeast Nottoway, and Northeast Nottoway had a really hard time trying to get the ball across midcourt due to that tough defense by the Lady Warriors. They eventually pulled it off after the first quarter.
Well, and if you go back to last season, Northeast Nottoway and the Warriors hooked up 3 times. The Warriors won the first game of the year, lost to Northeast Nottoway in the Stanberry finals, but
yes, I said there was a coaching change. There were a couple players added to that after that first game, and then they met at the championship game of the Stanberry tournament, yes.
Yes, and then finally Albany won the rubber match
in the King City tournament.
In the King City tournament by winning that championship. I thought that Northeast Nottoway would have trouble not being there, not seeing it, because those 2 good guards from Northeast Nottoway graduated, and I didn't see them having a lot of depth behind them, at least in the guard court. I thought they had 3 people up front, but you mentioned 2 of them were missing.
Yes, 2 of them were missing.
So that was going to, given that and given what Albany had coming back, you knew that was going to be a rough time.
Yes.
For Northeast Nottoway. And I wasn't there, but sometimes games like that are almost one of those games you might have been better off staying home and having practice as opposed to having somebody that just simply can't
It's really
compete.
just kind of hard gauge what your team is like after a game like that. It's just one of those. I mean, I know they played in a jamboree the week before. Again, played
Still not
against
the same
Mercer
thing.
and
Yeah.
Union Star. Mercer not quite like what they had been. Union Star not quite up to the caliber of what Albany would be as well. Albany again returning 5 starters, 6-man person with the Epperly twins. One of them started last year. The other one was the 6th person off the bench. Now they're both in the starting lineup. But, I mean, really returning pretty much your entire starting lineup. Now the difference is once you get past them, Lady Warriors are a little bit thinner this year than they were last year. But they do bring back in it was McKenna Moffitt. She comes back onto the team this year. Her and I believe it's going to be Marley Hansel are going to be the two top players coming off the bench. And then you also bring in the freshman McKinley Dodge that, if needed, can fill in if Jaden Hilliard, Caitlin Bunker get into some foul trouble or need a breather for a moment or two.
Well, and I think it's important that McKinley gets some time.
Yes.
As a freshman. Down the road, she's going to play an increasingly bigger role. Maybe not this year, but maybe next year, the year after that, she's going to be needed in the middle. And there's another girl too that we haven't mentioned, Izzy Manville.
Yes,
that's kind of dealing with a knee injury, dealing with a cartilage, I believe.
I said we're still uncertain the timetable, if she'll be back, when she'll be back. It's still kind of up in the air for her.
What they want to do with that knee.
Yeah.
When we got here early yesterday, she was at practice, not just was a participant, but what do they say a limited participant?
Yes.
At practice.
Limited participation.
So at least when and if she gets cleared, at least she's been there. She's been kind of oriented to what's going on and what they're going to try to do. So that's good for her, and that could give them another person with a little bit of length.
Yes.
I think McKenna Moffitt, I think she played a couple of years ago, and I think she has grown.
Yes.
From that point, and gives them some length, long arms, long legs.
Well, and
there's a difference between height and length.
Yes.
And
and Brett and I kind of talked about it on Tuesday in the pregame with McKenna Moffitt, with these players for the Lady Warriors this year. Pretty much almost all of them are on the softball team as well. They kind of have a confidence now about them. They've been to 2 district championships in softball. They've been to a district championship in basketball. They kind of now are a little bit more seasoned. They know what is needed of them. They kind of have a little bit more confidence going in. They just can't get over that hurdle yet, but they know they want to break through that hurdle. And they are determined to try and break through that here, whether it's this year basketball, whether it's next year softball. They're determined to break that hurdle this year.
Well, and I think sometimes they've had success from the time they were in middle school and grade school. They've won on a consistent basis. They don't win them all, but they won on a consistent basis. And sometimes the biggest thing they're going to have to fight is going to be complacency and maybe a little overconfidence. And tonight's game might be an indicator of that. They're going against the 8th seed. Do they come out and take care of business and move on to the next level? But the biggest thing that it's easy to catch yourself looking past certain games when you've got games in the future that you know are going to be a little bit tougher. And you've got to fight through that too. And one of the things I used to try to tell my players, I never tried to blow smoke and try to tell them, oh, this team's really, really good. And if you're not ready, you're going to have trouble, because they know better than that.
Yeah.
This is a team they know they should beat. And the one thing that I focused on was don't get yourself in bad habits.
Yes.
What the big temptation is somebody says, well, we're playing it's going to be a stat game. No, it isn't. Because if you do what you're supposed to do, you're not going to play that long. You're going to be on the bench. Now, in this case, the Warriors have just 9 players dressed tonight. And so one of those things that's going to happen is somebody's going to have to be out there. And so those are things I think you can do, whether they listen or not. But one of the things that does it, all it takes is one scare and or a bad loss, and you figure you're never going to do that again. And I know one of the, and this is a story. I'm not trying to make this all about myself, but my junior year in college, we had to play the last game of the season. We had to win that to win the conference outright. We played a team that was 0-25, and the one thing that we focused on is we cannot lose to these people.
Yeah.
Whatever we do, after all that we've been through, you can't lose that one. And we didn't. I mean, it was a blowout, but we understood we had to take care of business regardless of who we're playing. And you never know. Pattonsburg got some seniors back.
Yeah.
You got some kids that have been out on the floor before, and I expect them to try to compete. And
So I'm going to stop you right there. We're going to
Okay.
take a quick break. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about the Pattonsburg team and their losses and what they bring back when we come back in just a moment, part of our BTC Bank pregame tonight here on Albany TV.
Kathy Sneed at Acres of Hope LLC in Albany, Missouri provides compassionate counseling and therapy to help you navigate life's challenges. Kathy specializes in trauma and PTSD, child and behavioral issues. Call Kathy at Acres of Hope at 660-285-4844. That's 660-285-4844. Acres of Hope LLC, because every journey deserves hope. Hungry for real mouth-watering barbecue? Head on over to B&B Barbecue in Albany. From tender pulled pork and juicy brisket to ribs that fall right off the bone, every plate is packed with flavor you'll come back for again and again. And don't forget to try their amazing loaded fries, piled high with your favorite meat. They're a meal within themselves. Whether you're grabbing lunch with friends, taking dinner home for the family, or catering your next big event, B&B Barbecue has you covered. So skip the ordinary, taste the tradition at B&B Barbecue in Albany. Brighten any day with the Briar Patch in Albany, Missouri. From fresh flower bouquets and custom arrangements to charming home decor and unique gifts, the Briar Patch is something special for every occasion. Whether it's birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, or just because, the Briar Patch's friendly team makes it easy to find the perfect way to show you care. Stop by the Briar Patch in Albany, your hometown flower and gift shop, where small town charm blooms every day. East Fork Lodge in Albany, Missouri is pleased to announce the opening of its new rec center. It has 2 spacious suites, each equipped with 2 queen beds, a pull-out sofa, kitchenette, microwave, fridge, and dining area. Guests have access to half-court basketball, pickleball, workout facilities, and a game room offering billiards, ping pong, air hockey, foosball, and shuffleboard. For details on the rec center, lodging, or the Legacy Event Center wedding venue, contact bookings at eastforklodge.com or visit our website at www.eastforklodge.com. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to sponsor the students of the Albany, King City, Stanberry, and Worth County school districts. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations would like to remind you to mark your calendars for their upcoming Testicle Festival Friday, December 12th at 6 p.m. at the Stanberry Community Center. When life never stops moving, one thing will always bring your family together: beef. It's what's for dinner.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we take a look here at these two teams. We'll welcome back in our color analyst for the night, Mike Atkins. And Mike, I just kind of cut you off as you started talking about. Let's go ahead and talk about the number 8 seed here in Pattonsburg. They lose quite a bit from this team. They do lose their really kind of what was their leading scorer for about the past 4 years, and that was I'm blanking on
Caitlin Jones.
Caitlin Jones. I said I could have Caitlin on the mind. I couldn't think of her last name, but Caitlin Jones. They lose out on her, but they do, as you said, bring back some players. Jaden Goebel, Bumgarner, Gardner, and then Iddings was kind of the one that kind of came on last year as a sophomore last year. We kind of uncertain to see exactly what Pattonsburg's going to have this year because a lot of their offense the past 4 years was run through Caitlin Jones.
Absolutely. And Kinsey Johnson, I think they also lost off last year's team, who
Yes.
kind of picked up a little bit of the slack.
Whenever Jones got hurt at the
You're
end
right.
of last year.
But they don't have a lot of size. That's one thing I just noticed down here. I just don't know what to think. They only have a couple of freshmen. They got 3 seniors, Gardner, Bernardino. I don't remember Bumgarner playing a lot. Jaden Goebel, I do remember, and obviously Addie Iddings. But I think they've got some that are going to be representative players on the floor. I don't think it's one of those that they just can't function. I really don't think you're going to see a situation like what you talked about last Tuesday over at Northeast Nottoway. So, and for them, they're the 8th seed. They know they're not supposed to win. They might as well roll the dice and see what they got.
Exactly. We'll be back with the Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups and tonight's Smith Prudential Financial tip-off when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Looking for something fun and trendy? How about something to wear to cheer on your Warriors or the Chiefs? JC Designs in Albany has it all. JC Designs in Albany has something for you to wear to work, to the ball game, and even for a night on the town. JC Designs is located 1 block west of the square in downtown Albany, or you can check out their website at j-c-designsmo.myshopify.com.
Looking to grow your future close to home? At Lone Star Investments in Albany, Missouri, Tanya is there to help you build lasting financial security. Whether you're planning for retirement, saving for college, or just getting started, Tanya offers personalized guidance every step of the way. Stop by Lone Star Investments today, where your goals are their priority. Because investing isn't just about money, it's about peace of mind. Lone Star Investments, Albany, Missouri. Secure your tomorrow starting today. Whether you're hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's also has daily lunch specials with the lunch buffet on Wednesdays. Make sure you leave room for dessert though, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christy's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They are prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
Sublime Formal Wear is your homecoming prom and special dress destination. Drop by Saturdays from 10 to 1 to browse their selection of short dresses or schedule a formal gown appointment for an unforgettable session tailored just for you. Sublime Formal Wear has hundreds of dresses in stock. Check their Facebook page weekly for additional open hours. They're located at 115 South Polk on the west side of the square in Albany. Drop in, find them on Facebook, or visit sublimeformalwear.com or call 660-851-1122 to start your journey to your perfect dress.
now it's time for your Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups tonight. Starting lineups brought to you by Hogue Lumber Company. Before you start your next project, stop in and talk to the experts at Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri.
Our first matchup of this first round game between the number 1 seed Albany Warriors and number 8 seed Pattonsburg Panthers. Starters for the visitors on the scoreboard for the Panthers, number 10, Cavanley Bumgarner. Number 11, Jaden Goebel. Number 21, Annabelle Gardner. Number 25, Cheyenne Miller. And number 32, Addie Iddings. Panthers are coached by Lee Warford, assisted by Macy Reagan. Home team on the scoreboard, the number 1 seed Albany Warriors. Number 3, Emerson Hogue. Number 10, Maddox Epperly. Number 12, Kennedy Epperly. Number 13, Caitlin Bunker. Number 15, Jaden Hilliard. Warriors are coached by Cody Weller, assisted by Brooke Crawford.
Again, those are your Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups for Pattonsburg. Cavanley Bumgarner, Jaden Goebel, Annabelle Gardner, Cheyenne Miller, and Addie Iddings. For Albany, Emerson Hogue, Maddox Epperly, Kennedy Epperly, Caitlin Bunker, and Jaden Hilliard. Albany wearing their home white uniforms, green lettering outlined in black. Pattonsburg, their road green uniforms, white lettering outlined in black. As we tip off tonight's broadcast, remember to tip off your future retirement on the right track by contacting Smith Prudence Financial Services at 660-726-3396. And this is a matchup between the 1 and 8 seed here on the girls' side of the bracket. Winner of this game will take on Princeton on Friday night. And the opening tip is won here by Albany. Hogue with the basketball, top of the key here for the Lady Warriors. Sends it over to left wing for Kennedy Epperly. Over to Maddox Epperly, back up to the top of the key. Back to the left wing for Kennedy, up for Hogue, right wing. Maddox Epperly trying to feed it inside to Hilliard, tipped out of bounds off the hands of Jaden Goebel.
Little 1-2-2 zone look from Pattonsburg. They're going to dive down from the wings on the post players.
Maddox Epperly open in the corner from 3, misses long, and goes out of bounds off of Pattonsburg on the rebound.
And I think this is one of those they're really going to try to surround Bunker and Hilliard inside.
As you say that, they inbounds and Bunker. She puts it in off glass for 2.
I did say try. And then they're going to hope that the Warriors can miss here from the perimeter. Straight man turn pressure here.
Iddings to bring the ball across midcourt here for Pattonsburg. Sends it back up top here for Miller. Cheyenne Miller sends it inside to Gardner. Goes right at Bunker and puts it in off glass for 2.
Man-to-man for the Warriors.
Hogue right wing gets it into Hilliard, down on the block. Goes up strong, can't finish. Rebound pulled in by Annabelle Gardner. Quickly sends it up here for Miller. Miller for Iddings. Gives it off for Goebel. Drives to the block and lays it in off glass for 2. 4-2. Pattonsburg with an early lead, a minute 20 into the ball game.
Well, and this is kind of what we talked about. You got to go in.
Hogue over to left wing for Maddox Epperly. High post for Hilliard. And trying to bounce it to Hogue, and no real pass there as it's stolen away here by Cheyenne Miller. Up top for Iddings, into the corner now for Goebel. Sending it back up to Miller. Puts up a shot off glass, no good. Rebound picked up, though, by Gardner. Sending it inside to Goebel. Inside, she's going to be fouled. Will go to line to shoot 2. They're going to get Hogue on the foul. That is her first. First free throw attempt from Goebel. Bounces off iron. Second free throw doesn't hit anything. And it's Albany basketball 4-2. Pattonsburg here with the early lead. 1:54 into the opening quarter of play. Maddox Epperly will send it for Hogue, right wing, inside to Hilliard on the block. This time a little bit stronger, get a little bit deeper in the block.
Well,
and again, just a little snake bit down inside.
Well, we talked about snake bit. We saw this last year. And this is something that the next stage in the evolution is
You
to be
make
more
those
consistent inside.
And they're going to get another foul. This one again, I believe, going to go against Hogue.
Just keep hands down, take the charge.
That's going to be her second here. 2 minutes and 20 seconds into the ball game.
That's
we're
kind
going
of
to quickly see Marla Hansel.
That's kind of that principle of verticality we talked about last night at the game.
Gardner misses on the first. Again, Marley Hansel checks in there for Emerson Hogue, and we're going to have a lane violation here as Gardner misses and going to have another opportunity here. As Bunker ended up falling to the lane before Gardner even got ready to shoot. And Gardner makes her pay for it. 5-2, Pattonsburg with the lead. 5:38 left to play here in the first quarter. Hansel on the right wing trying to send it inside. They're going to get a kick off the foot of Kevinley Bumgarner. 5:34 left to play here in the opening quarter. 5-2, Pattonsburg with the lead. Maddox Epperly leaves it off for Kennedy Epperly. For Hansel, right wing, back up to Maddox.
Ball's kind of sticking a little bit, too.
Trying to feed it inside, picked up by Bunker, but tying it up is going to be Cheyenne Miller, and a jump ball is going to go to Pattonsburg. Just not a lot of good flow here early for the Warriors offensively.
Just get the ball moving and make the defense move. For Pattonsburg, they're completely happy.
Yeah,
the way this is going.
And a steal here by Hilliard in the backcourt. Goes strong at glass and lays it in for two. Iddings to inbounds. And she will overthrow Annabelle Gardner as it goes out of bounds. I believe it was tipped. So Albany going to have to inbounds it here into the backcourt. As Kennedy Epperly will inbounds here for her sister Maddox. Back over to Kennedy, left wing. Into the corner for Maddox, back to Kennedy. Hansel into the corner for Kennedy. Epperly turns, takes a shot from three and drains it. Both Kennedy and Maddox were pretty hot from behind the three-point arc on Tuesday as Bunker ties up. That time Iddings, she loses it, picked up. And the shot from Kennedy Epperly, no good. Hansel sends it back out to Maddox Epperly. Her shot from three, off the mark. Kennedy Epperly there, though, on the rebound. And now Maddox Epperly will restart the offense at the top of the key. Gives it for Kennedy. Back to Hansel. Back into the corner for Kennedy Epperly to Hansel, right wing. Hansel in the corner, back to Maddox Epperly. For Kennedy, another shot from three. Drains another. And now it's a 10-5 Albany lead. 3:45 left to play here in the first. Gardner driving, and she's going to be fouled. I believe they're going to get Bunker on the foul. That will be her first, team's third. It is going to go against Bunker. Goebel to inbounds here for Pattonsburg. Inbounds is for Gardner. Back up to Goebel. Left wing, Bumgarner from three, misses long. Rebound pulled in here by Maddox Epperly. Quickly in transition, trying to feed it for Hilliard. Underneath the basket, couldn't quite control the pass as it goes out of bounds. And a timeout is going to be called here by Pattonsburg. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV. Back with more in a moment.
3B Pizza and Subs in Pattonsburg is ready to make your next pizza or sub fresh. 3B can make multiple kinds of pizzas, subs, and traditional or boneless chicken wings with several sauce options. 3B also carries pretzel bites, garlic breadsticks, and an 8-piece pull-apart dessert. So grab a beverage and food of your choice and enjoy the game at 3B Pizza and Subs, located at Brown Lumber in Pattonsburg. Call ahead to place your order at 660-367-2100.
10-5 is the Albany lead. 3:24 left to play here in the first quarter. Pattonsburg basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com.
Well, it's not a good thing that
Albany,
Emmy
however,
Hogue
is on an 8-0 run, though.
Yeah, that it's not a good thing that Emmy Hogue's got 2 fouls, but
yes,
what is good is it's going to give Marley Hansel some extended play. The longer you play, the more confidence you get about things.
Goebel just gets it across midcourt before the 10-second violation. Gets it over to Gardner. Back into Goebel, back to Gardner. Bumgardner with the basketball here at the high post. Leaves it off for Iddings. Her shot from 3. Banks in. Hansel from 3. Misses short. Rebound. Pulled in here by Maddox Epperly. She's going to be fouled. Will go to line to shoot 2. Foul is going to go against Cheyenne Miller. That will be her first, team's first. As Maddox Epperly will miss the first free throw. Checking in for Pattonsburg will be Carly Pitzenbarger. She'll check in for Bumgarner. As Maddox Epperly able to sink the second. 11-8 is the Albany lead. 2:39 left to play here in the first quarter. Iddings brings the ball across. Drives, can't get the shot to fall over Hilliard. Bunker on the rebound.
Oh, look up. She did.
Hansel.
Oh, okay.
Unquite able to pull in the pass. It goes out of bounds off her. Mike, you kind of iterated there. That could have been very close to going off of a Pattonsburg Lady Panther.
Yeah. May have. I thought Pattonsburg kicked it, but it may have gone off of Hansel's hand.
And they're going to get a moving screen called here against Cheyenne Miller. That's going to be her second foul. Team's second as well. So both teams have a player in foul trouble here in this first quarter.
Was that really a moving screen, or was she just moving and happened to run into?
Yeah.
I wasn't watching it, I guess.
Checking in here for Albany is going to be McKenna Moffitt for Caitlin Bunker. Kennedy Epperly to inbounds. Hilliard touches it before it crosses midcourt, and then again after, and it's going to be a backcourt violation. She would have just let it go all the way in the backcourt. It wouldn't have been, but touched it before. So she's talking to the refs that I didn't think it was a problem, but I believe the problem was because where we are sitting, we could perfectly see it. She touched it before it went over the midcourt line. Iddings at the top of the key with it here for the Lady Panthers. Albany ahead by 3, 11-8 with 2:08 left here in the first.
That might have been an illegal screen more than what I saw before.
Shot from 3 from Pitzenbarger, long. Rebound made that time by Gardner, puts up the shot, can't get it to go. Rebound picked up by Albany, then they throw it away here in the backcourt. And then knocked out of the hands that time of Goebel, out of bounds off of Albany. Mike, it seems like the Lady Warriors moving just a little faster than they want to and kind of rushing things, which is forcing turnovers. And then they're on the offensive side, kind of having the ball stick and not quite moving as quick as they want to.
It's almost like they're trying to blow the game open
in
1 minute or 2 minutes.
Goebel for Pitzenbarger, drives, her shot, rolls out. Gardner on the putback, no good. Ball tipped around, picked up by Moffitt. Quickly sends it up for Maddox Epperly. From the right block, gets the shot and the foul.
Well, one thing that I see out of the Warriors compared to last year is they're really putting an emphasis on getting the ball out and get up the floor.
Maddox Epperly misses the free throw. And a foul.
Yeah, they can get a jump, I think.
It is going to be a jump. I wasn't certain the way that the whistle immediately came there. And a jump ball after Maddox hustles after her missed free throw. And the jump ball stays here with Albany. Kennedy Epperly, left wing three's already knocked down two this time, just a little long as it's rebounded here by Pitzenbarger. Goebel leaves it here for Iddings. Token pressure here by the Lady Warriors. Tipped away by Kennedy Epperly, picked up by her sister Maddox. Quickly sends it up now for Kennedy. To the left block, and she's going to be called here for the charge.
Wow.
Gave a little shove to try and make some room.
Yep.
13-8, 58 seconds left here in the first quarter. Albany with the lead. Ball inbounds here for Iddings. Trying to get it to Goebel. Leaves it for Pitzenbarger. Back up top for Iddings. Deep three, top of the key. Misses off iron. Rebound. Pulled in by Goebel. Jump ball will stay with Pattonsburg.
Quick jump balls.
Yeah. Just about to say, Mike, it's amazing how in girls' games compared to boys' games, how quick that jump ball whistle can come.
Yeah.
Pitzenbarger from three. Misses off back iron. Rebound pulled in by Maddox Epperly. Quickly sends it up for Hilliard, who lays it in off glass for two.
One of the things that always seems to happen, though.
Maddox Epperly picks the pocket of Iddings out of bounds.
Yeah, I think they got it. After Iddings got her pocket pick, she shoved.
And the foul is going to go against Iddings. That is going to be her second, team's fourth. So now Pattonsburg has two players in some foul trouble with Miller and Iddings. As checking back in, here will be Bumgarner.
I started to say in girls, if you let it go very long, then somebody gets tossed around.
Yeah.
And somebody invariably yells, somebody's going to get hurt.
Kennedy Epperly all alone, top of the key, drains her third of the night. 3 for 4 from behind the arc for Kennedy Epperly, a quick 9 points. Bumgarner with the basketball, trying to bring it across midcourt. And the shot at the buzzer is no good. After 1 quarter of play, it's a 10-point Albany lead, 18-8. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
There's something special happening in downtown Albany. Our small town charm, our local businesses, and our historic Main Street are the heart of our community. And now we're investing in the future. From restoring storefronts to supporting entrepreneurs to creating new places for families and visitors to gather, Main Street Albany is leading the revitalization of our downtown. When you shop local, volunteer, or support Main Street projects, you're helping build a stronger, brighter Albany for generations to come. Join us as we keep moving forward. Main Street Albany, investing in our community, restoring our history, and building our future. Rob Cycle in Pattonsburg, Missouri is your local authorized Polaris dealer. Rob Cycle deals in new and pre-owned Polaris ATVs and side-by-sides to make your outdoor living easier and more enjoyable. They offer experience, fair prices, and friendly atmosphere from people you know and trust. Call or stop in at Rob Cycle in Pattonsburg today to see what they could do for you. You'll be glad you did.
And welcome back out again here to Albany. Albany with the basketball here to start out the second quarter of play.
Okay.
In the corner with it is Bunker.
Got a little box and one action here on Kennedy Epperly.
Trying to send it into the corner for his sister Maddox. Goes up and under. Can't get the shot to go. Ball rebounds right to Caitlin Bunker. She'll go up. She'll be fouled. Will go to line to shoot two. Foul's going to go against Cheyenne Miller. That's now number 3 on Miller. Here just 19 seconds into the second quarter of play. as Bunker misses on the first. Checking back in for Pattonsburg is going to be Iddings. Remember, she comes back in with 2 fouls. Hogue still on the bench here for the Lady Warriors. Also on the bench for Albany is Hilliard getting a breather as Moffitt stays in. Checking in for Pattonsburg will be Kara Bernardino as she'll check in here for Carly Pitzenbarger. Bunker misses on the on the second rebound, picked up that time by Gardner. Goebel to the high post for Bernardino. Gives it back for Goebel to Gardner. Driving baseline. Can't get the shot to fall. Another jump ball. This time will go to Pattonsburg. .7:22 left here in the second quarter of play. 18-8, Albany with a 10-point lead. Ball thrown up. Gardner comes away with it, goes up, but she's going to be called for the travel before she can get the shot up.
Well, and as quick as jump balls, I thought that might have been another one.
Marley Hansel with the basketball, right wing, sends it up top for Kennedy Epperly into the corner for his sister Maddox. High post for McKenna Moffitt from the left elbow. Just a little too hard as it rebounded here by Goebel.
And that's a good thing. You want to get those kids off the bench that maybe haven't played in a while. You want to get them some time to get some shots up.
Iddings to Bernardino on the block. Shot no good. Goebel goes up no good. Second chance opportunity is going to be found. We'll go to line to shoot 2. Foul this time is going to go against McKenna Moffitt. That's her first, team's first. And both teams seeing some foul trouble here early. Iddings with 2. Cheyenne Miller on the bench with 3 already. And Emmy Hogue for Albany with 2. Missing the first free throw here is Goebel. So Hogue has been out since about the first, not quite 2 minutes into the ball games with 2 fouls. Goebel's second shot is good. Maddox Epperly to bring the ball across midcourt for the Lady Warriors over left wing for Kennedy Epperly. Already knocking down 3. Wide open all alone on the right block is Maddox Epperly on the find from her sister. Puts it in for 2. Iddings with the basketball in the backcourt has it swiped out of bounds off the hands of Maddox Epperly. Goebel will inbounds this time now for the Panthers. Trying to send it up for Bernardino, stolen away here by Moffitt. Gets it for Hansel. She'll have it picked from behind by Iddings. Goebel in transition. Misses off front iron. Quickly back in transition. Kennedy Epperly's pass to Bunker just misses off her fingertips out of bounds. 20-9 is the Albany lead. 6:05 left here in the second quarter of play. Baumgartner gets it off here for Annabelle Gardner. Throws it across for Goebel, back to Iddings. Trying to send it down to Bernardino on the weak side block. Had some trouble corralling the pass. Keeps it in play, goes to Goebel. Ball tipped around by Maddox Epperly to Kennedy Epperly, back to Maddox. Again, will finish off with the right hand for 2. And a timeout is going to be called here by Pattonsburg. We're back after this Petty John Auto Center timeout here on Albany TV.
Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Home Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Home Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust.
5:41 left to play here in the second quarter. 22-9 is the lead here for the Lady Warriors. Pattonsburg basketball coming out of the Petty John Auto Center timeout. Make sure to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Gardner on the inbounds, leaves it off here for Goebel. To Iddings. Iddings trying to send it in that time for Gardner,
Good
stolen
defense.
away by Bunker. Maddox Epperly for Kennedy Epperly trying to get it that time to Hilliard and just getting back that time to knock it out of bounds is Bernardino. Kennedy Epperly inbounds here for the Lady Warriors. Maddox Epperly right wing back to Kennedy Epperly. Shot from three. Knocks down her fourth of the night from behind the arc.
Whew.
4 for 5 on the night for Kennedy Epperly from behind three-point line. Goebel in the backcourt brings it across. Over to the right wing for Gardner. 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Trying to send it into the paint, expecting Bernardino to cut. Tipped out of bounds, though, off the hands of Jaden Hilliard. 25-9, Albany with the lead. Ball inbounds for Iddings. Again, trying to get it to Bernardino, and again, the long arm and the law of Hilliard knocks it out of bounds. Goebel inbounds into the corner for Iddings. Back to Goebel. Inside to Gardner. Her shot long, rebounded by Bernardino. Gets it back to Goebel inside. She can't get the shot to fall. Rebound pulled in by Hilliard. Kennedy Epperly for Maddox Epperly. Goes to the block, lays it off the left block for two.
Well, they do a good job of getting out and going.
Gardner drives. Little Euro step around Hilliard, can't finish. Gets her own rebound, no good. Rebound picked up here by the Lady Warriors. And Maddox Epperly again on the fast break, this time can't finish. Rebound picked up by Bunker, tipped away. Epperly inside the paint. Goes up, she will be fouled, will go to line to shoot two. Foul that time went against Gardner. That is her first. Team's second. As Maddox Epperly misses the first. Checking back in for Pattonsburg is going to be Cheyenne Miller. And Moffitt will check back in here as Hansel will check out. Maddox Epperly able to hit the second free throw. 28-9 halfway through the second quarter of play. Hilliard trying to steal another possession. Iddings trying to send it to Goebel, stolen away by Hilliard. Comes away with the steal, can't get the shot to fall, and then tipped out of bounds here off of Pattonsburg. Ball inbounds for Bunker on the right wing. Leaves it off for Kennedy Epperly up top for Maddox over the left wing. With it for Moffitt. Here against this zone. Albany playing 4 out and just Hilliard down in near the paint as this one tipped away by Gardner, picked up by Goebel. Iddings to bring the ball across midcourt here for the Lady Panthers. Her shot bounces off back iron. Goebel on the rebound, throws it back up, can't get it to go. Kept in play by Gardner and then hits off of Pattonsburg out of bounds. Gardner a little slow to get up after hitting off that wall.
Yeah.
I think she just...
Sometimes you just got to take a little inventory
Yeah.
and make sure everything is where it's supposed to be.
She'll take a quick breather as she'll sit down. Checking back in will be Pitzenbarger. Don't expect Gardner to be out long. Left wing with it for Moffitt, up top for Kennedy Epperly to Bunker. Right wing for Maddox Epperly. Bunker to Maddox Epperly for Moffitt. Right wing to Kennedy Epperly. Down to Bunker. Cross court, Maddox Epperly thought about the three, held back. Kennedy to Maddox. Gets it inside to the high post for Hilliard. Goes up. She's going to be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot two. And they're going to get this time Iddings her third. Iddings and Miller now each with three here for Pattonsburg. Hilliard misses the first free throw. Albany so far 2 for 8 from the line.
I was going to say the free throw woes still persist. We saw early last year, and then as the year went on, they got better.
2 for 9 here in the early going tonight for the Lady Warriors. They still lead, though, 28-9 with 2:22 left here in the second. Pattonsburg drives down to the baseline. Leaves it off for Miller. Active hands, a Lady Warrior stealed away by Maddox Epperly. Kennedy Epperly leaves it up for Moffitt. And her shot no good. Hilliard on the putback, up and in for two. 30-9, Albany with the lead. Iddings sends it up for Miller. She'll have it right wing, trying to send it down to the baseline. Pattonsburger's shot is short. Rebound picked up here by Bumgarner. Iddings from three. Can't bank this one in as the rebound pulled in by Hilliard. Kennedy Epperly up top for Maddox Epperly, top of the key. Over to the right wing for Moffitt. Hilliard back out. Maddox Epperly with it left wing. Moffitt top of the key. The Bunker on the baseline leaves it off for Maddox. Now with the zone, it's really easy for the Panthers as they get it into Moffitt. Can't finish it off. Goes out of bounds here off of Pattonsburg. As I was saying, Mike, it's really easy for that zone with only really two legitimate threats on when you have four out that are going to shoot the three.
But then the Warriors are doing the right thing by being patient. Somebody's going to get open.
Trying to force it into Hilliard. Comes back out to Kennedy Epperly. Shot from three. Can't get it to fall. Bunker on the rebound. Sends it back out. Again, Kennedy Epperly on the right wing. Up top for Maddox. Left wing for Moffitt.
And down the road, the more that Bunker and Moffitt get used to playing on the perimeter, they'll be able to get themselves into shooting pockets.
And they're going to get a foul call here against Pattonsburg. That is going to be her first, team's fourth, here with 30 seconds left here in the second quarter. Kennedy Epperly to inbounds here for the Lady Warriors. Up top for Maddox, back into the corner for Kennedy. Trying to feed it inside to Hilliard, a little too strong. Picked off here by Pattonsburg. Iddings with the basketball. Sends it across for Goebel, back up top to Iddings. Over to left wing for Bumgarner, trying to send it in, knocked away, picked up here by Kennedy Epperly. Sends it across for Maddox. Dribbles in, back out to Kennedy, shot from three, open. Bounces off iron, rebound pulled in by Pattonsburg. After one half of play, Albany leads here 30-9. We will go to halftime, brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Find everything on your grocery list and a smile in the aisles at your Albany Hy-Vee.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
Ready to build, remodel, or repair? Trust Home Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri for all of your building needs. From quality lumber and hardware to tools and supplies, Home Lumber has everything you need to get the job done right. Serving Albany and the surrounding communities for generations, Home Lumber is proud to be your hometown partner for projects big and small. So whether it's a weekend fix-up or your dream build, stop by Home Lumber Company in Albany. Quality materials, friendly service built on trust. If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent St. Phillips in Albany for a free personal protection review.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we're at the half. Albany girls leading over Pattonsburg here at the halftime, brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Remember, Albany Hy-Vee is proud to support Warrior Athletics. They're committed to serving the community with fresh food, friendly service, and strong local partnerships. Taking a look here at the stats from the first half for Albany girls. They're shooting 12 for 28 from the field, 4 for 10 from behind the three-point arc, all coming from Kennedy Epperly, 2 for 9 from the free throw line. Led in scoring by Kennedy Epperly with 12 points, 10 points for Maddox Epperly, 6 points for Jaden Hilliard, 2 points a night for Caitlin Bunker. For Pattonsburg, they're shooting 3 for 22 from the field, 1 for 7 from behind the three-point arc, 2 for 6 from the free throw line. They've got a tie in scoring between Goebel, Gardner, and Iddings, all with 3 points.
Well, and they started out, I think.
It was a 5-2 lead for Pattonsburg with about 2 minutes or so gone in that first quarter. And since then, it's been all Albany on a 28-4 run.
Yeah, and probably if you're Coach Weller, you're not thrilled with what you're seeing. I mean, you're forcing a bunch of turnovers, but you're committing. I've got Albany down for 7, and when they've been able to get out and go on the fast break or pick it up get the ball off the steal, they've scored.
Mm-hmm.
But out of their set offense, they've struggled a little bit. And some of those fast break opportunities aren't always going to manifest themselves down the road against better teams. You hope that they will, and they will get some, but you want your offense to be a little bit more fluid. Sometimes it looks like they're maybe trying to do too much, or they're
You said it best earlier when it looks like they're just trying to blow the game open here in about a minute or two.
Trying to do it. Well, now they've kind of settled in.
Yeah.
I thought they were really patient the last few times down the floor, which I think is a good thing. And then, but still might try to force a pass inside or just try to go too quick or sometimes just flat missed a shot.
Mm-hmm.
And then defensively, I think they're pretty convinced they're going to turn Pattonsburg over. And sometimes they're not playing real solid defense. I think we see an awful lot of open players away from the ball for Pattonsburg. Against good teams, you're going to pay for that. You're going to pay for that. I don't think their rebounding has been great.
Not for the size advantage that they have.
No, and they've given Pattonsburg a lot of second shots in this first half. So it's hard to complain about a 21-point lead at halftime, but you've got plenty you could complain about to try to get cleaned up in the second half, or you assume we're going to see the bench in this game somewhere along the way. If for no other reason, then Pattonsburg has some pretty severe foul trouble, and if they lay off the fouls, then they have no aggressiveness whatsoever.
Yes.
So anyway, we'll see what happens, but I don't think Albany's going to look at this and say, "Hey, this was a great first game of the tournament." I don't think it is.
We'll be back to start the second half when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
In life, as in sports, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance, someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy. To get started, contact me, Nick Smith, the financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
Kathy Sneed at Acres of Hope LLC in Albany, Missouri provides compassionate counseling and therapy to help you navigate life's challenges. Kathy specializes in trauma and PTSD, child and behavioral issues. Call Kathy at Acres of Hope at 660-285-4844. That's 660-285-4844. Acres of Hope LLC, because every journey deserves hope. Hungry for real mouth-watering barbecue? Head on over to B&B Barbecue in Albany. From tender pulled pork and juicy brisket to ribs that fall right off the bone, every plate is packed with flavor you'll come back for again and again. And don't forget to try their amazing loaded fries, piled high with your favorite meat. They're a meal within themselves. Whether you're grabbing lunch with friends, taking dinner home for the family, or catering your next big event, B&B Barbecue has you covered. So skip the ordinary, taste the tradition at B&B Barbecue in Albany. Brighten any day with the Briar Patch in Albany, Missouri. From fresh flower bouquets and custom arrangements to charming home decor and unique gifts, the Briar Patch is something special for every occasion. Whether it's birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, or just because, the Briar Patch's friendly team makes it easy to find the perfect way to show you care. Stop by the Briar Patch in Albany, your hometown flower and gift shop where small town charm blooms every day. East Fork Lodge in Albany, Missouri is pleased to announce the opening of its new rec center. It has 2 spacious suites, each equipped with 2 queen beds, a pull-out sofa, kitchenette, microwave, fridge, and dining area. Guests have access to half-court basketball, pickleball, workout facilities, and a game room offering billiards, ping pong, air hockey, foosball, and shuffleboard. For details on the rec center, lodging, or the Legacy Event Center wedding venue, contact bookings at eastforklodge.com or visit our website at www.eastforklodge.com. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations are proud to sponsor the students of the Albany, King City, Stanberry, and Worth County school districts. The Gentry and Worth County Cattlemen's Associations would like to remind you to mark your calendars for their upcoming Testicle Festival Friday, December 12th at 6 p.m. at the Stanberry Community Center. When life never stops moving, one thing will always bring your family together: beef. It's what's for dinner.
And welcome back out again here to Albany as we get ready to start second half action. It will be Albany basketball to start out the second half. It'll be the original 5 starters back on the floor for the Warriors. Hogue, the 2 Epperly twins, Jaden Hilliard and Caitlin Bunker. Back out to the original 5 starters for Pattonsburg as well. Bumgarner, Goebel, Gardner, Miller, and Iddings. Back door, driving, laying it off glass. Maddox Epperly off the fine that time from Caitlin Bunker.
I think maybe caught Albany by surprise. I think they came out in man-to-man.
Hilliard able to knock away the pass, trying to throw it deep that time to Maddox Epperly to keep it in bounds, but stolen away by Iddings. Iddings will send it over to the right wing here for Bumgarner. Inside Gardner. Misses off iron. Quickly back in transition. Hilliard for Hogue. Goes up, lays it off glass for 2. So Hogue back out on the floor after missing pretty much the entire first half in foul trouble. Minus 2 minutes.
Well, 2 quick baskets. Good outlet pass by Hilliard. Looks like she's thrown to second base.
Yeah. In the corner with it, Bumgardner trying to get it down inside to Goebel, knocked out of bounds off the hands of Emmy Hogue. Goebel to inbounds here for the Lady Panthers. Bumgardner trying to send it into Gardner, knocked away by Hilliard, picked up here by Kennedy Epperly for Hogue. To Maddox Epperly trying to get it back down to Hilliard, and saw just a little too late as Miller knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, and it's not just the Warriors, but the thing you notice about a lot of kids is the first thing they do is catch it and put the ball on the floor. When maybe the first thing they should do is catch it and look.
When I think on that play there on the out of bounds that they ran, it's one of the things I know you want to run the play, but if you would have thrown it right in immediately to Caitlin Bunker, there's nobody on her right on the right block.
Yep.
Top of the key with it, Maddox Epperly. Sends over to the right wing for Hogue, wide open. Throws it inside, though, to Bunker on the block. Can't finish. Gets her own rebound. Puts it back up and in for 2. So Hogue passed up the 3 and got it inside for a better look from Hilliard.
The right play.
Iddings top of the key. Sends it over to the right wing for Goebel. Down to Gardner. Goes up. Too strong. Rebound pulled in by Bumgardner. Sends it out for Iddings from 3. Misses long. Gardner going to be fouled. Hogue picks up her 3rd.
Yep, if you box out, that doesn't happen. And they had two offensive rebounds there by Pattonsburg.
At the line is Gardner, who misses her 1st. And misses the 2nd as well. Ball ricochets off of 2 Lady Warriors. Comes to Gardner. Can't get the shot to go. Gets her own rebound. Goes up and is going to be fouled again.
Look like pretty clean there, Coach. Might have been some body contact.
Yeah. Hilliard called for her 1st. Team 2nd. Gardner misses the 1st free throw. Combined, these teams are 4 for 18 here from the free throw line tonight. Make that 2 for 19. As Maddox Epperly kept that one in play, goes off the foot, though, Caitlin Bunker.
These are the kind of things that just drive a coach crazy.
Yes.
You know, you should be just – and give Pattonsburg credit, man. They're still going after it aggressively or on the glass.
Gardner Euro steps, misses off iron. Rebound picked up by Albany. Hogue sends over to the right wing for Kennedy Epperly. Back to Hogue in the corner, trying to send it into Hilliard. And they're going to get a jump ball, goes to Pattonsburg. .5:18 left here in the 3rd quarter, 36-9 is the lead here for Albany. Pattonsburg still looking for their 1st points here of the half. Have just 1 point since the start of the 2nd quarter. As Goebel trying to send it out.
And Hogue's lucky she didn't pick up 4.
Yeah. Maddox Epperly left wing for Hogue. Shot from 3. Misses off inside iron. Rebound pulled in by Bumgardner. Stolen away here by Maddox Epperly in the backcourt. Gets it for his sister Kennedy. Shot from 3. Knocks her 5th down from behind the arc. .15 points for Kennedy Epperly, all coming from behind the 3-point arc here tonight. Stolen away by Maddox Epperly and then tied up by Iddings. Jump ball goes to Albany. Maddox Epperly to bring the ball across midcourt here for the Lady Warriors. For Hogue up at the top of the key. I'm not certain, but I believe all but one Pattonsburg player is playing a man-to-man as they get it inside to Hilliard, who puts it in up off glass for two.
Well, or they're playing a box and one. That was my first thought.
I don't know, because they've got one on each of the Epperly girls and then Hilliard as well, as knocking that one in that time was Miller. Hilliard too strong, and a foul goes against Maddox Epperly on the rebound. Foul against Maddox is her first, team's third. Pitzenbarger will check in here for Bumgarner. Little over halfway through the third quarter of play. It's a 41-11, 30-point Albany lead. Iddings top of the key. High post here for Miller. Leaves it off for Gardner. Has it stripped and stolen away here by Maddox Epperly. Lost it, able to pick it back up. Right block puts it in off glass for two. 14 points on the night for Maddox Epperly. Total of 29 between the two twins. Iddings gets the ball across midcourt here for Pattonsburg. Sends it down for Gardner. Leaves it off now for Pitzenbarger in the corner. Back up top to Iddings. Gardner down on the block. Can't get the shot to go again. This one goes out of bounds off of Pattonsburg. Moffitt will check in along with Hansel. Checking out will be Bunker and Kennedy Epperly. Three minutes left to play here in the third quarter. 43-11. Albany with the lead. Hogue, right wing. Into the corner for Maddox Epperly. Down to Hilliard on the block. Goes strong off glass for two.
Well, when she gets herself set and gets
under
a strong
control.
base, sometimes she doesn't get her feet under her very well.
Iddings with the basketball top of the key. Over to Goebel, right wing. Iddings for Pitzenbarger inside the paint. Misses short off iron. Rebound pulled in by Goebel. And a foul going to be called here against the Lady Warriors. And it's going to be the fourth on Hogue.
Those will let her go. You're up by 30-some.
There's nothing to
save her for.
Of course, she will come out now as Bunker will check in. Back out to Iddings from three. Misses long. Rebound pulled in by Moffitt. Hansel leaves it off for Maddox Epperly, right wing here for Moffitt. Back in the corner for Maddox. Moffitt over to left wing for Hansel. Moffitt inside for Hilliard. Nice find, nice finish. As Hilliard kind of walled off the defender to give herself an easy layup.
I think you're going to see about the end of the night for the Warrior starters.
Iddings to bring the ball across midcourt. Sends over to left wing for Gardner. Spins. Can't get the shot to fall. Rebound pulled in by Hilliard. Left wing for Moffitt. Sends it across here to Hansel. Trying to send it in to Hilliard. Knocked out of bounds off the hands of Gardner. Kennedy Epperly will check in for Maddox. And McKinley Dodge will check in here for Jaden Hilliard. Kennedy Epperly to inbounds.
Ooh.
Ooh, they had Dodge there coming in on the block. Bunker goes strong off glass, can't get it to go, but she's going to be fouled. Will go to the line to shoot 2. I think they probably could have had a foul on the floor before she even got the shot up, but this one going to go against Carly Pitzenberger.
Well, I thought Bunker could have caught it and gone right up,
Yeah.
too, with it.
As Bunker misses the first. Misses the second as well. Out of bounds here off of Cheyenne Miller. 47-11, 107 left to play here in the third quarter. Hansel, wide open 3, misses off iron. Rebound pulled in by Iddings.
Still, you want to see it.
Yeah. Iddings will send it over to the left wing here for Goebel. Has it stolen away here by McKenna Moffitt. Waits for the defenders to try and go by. Stolen away. Picked up by Kennedy Epperly. Shot no good. Rebound pulled in by Goebel. Kennedy Epperly still looking for her first points inside the three-point arc tonight. Her sister Maddox has it the other way around as Goebel drives in, can't get the shot to go amongst some contact. No good by Gardner on the rebound. Dodge pulls in the rebound. Moffitt has it swatted away out of bounds.
Got to keep going. A little frustration from McKenna, but she's got to keep at it.
Kennedy Epperly again to inbounds here for the Lady Warriors. Inbounds for Hansel. Back to Kennedy Epperly, left wing. Shot from 3. Misses. Rebound pulled in by Goebel. Stolen away here by Kennedy Epperly. Little runner. Misses short.
You know, this is
and that is the end of the third quarter of play. We're back with the start of the fourth when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Looking for something fun and trendy? How about something to wear to cheer on your Warriors or the Chiefs? JC Designs in Albany has it all. JC Designs in Albany has something for you to wear to work, to the ball game, and even for a night on the town. JC Designs is located 1 block west of the square in downtown Albany, or you can check out their website at j-c-designsmo.myshopify.com.
The Legacy Event Center at East Fork Lodge, just north of Albany, is a 7,500 square foot beautifully decorated event space that includes a caterer's kitchen, walk-in fridge, and ice machine. The Legacy provides a rustic elegance to your special day with intricate woodworking and natural barnwood walls. The Legacy is home to a black and white grand staircase that makes entrances for special couples unforgettable. A chapel on the property is perfect for intimate ceremonies or phenomenal photo opportunities. Email Jamie at eastforklodge.com or visit the website eastforklodge.com for more information on the Legacy Event Center.
Pattonsburg basketball to come out to start out the fourth quarter of play, and a missed shot by Bernardino goes out of bounds. Hogue brings the ball across midcourt. Over to left wing here for Moffitt, into the corner for Hogue. Inside to Bunker on the block. Goes up strong and puts it in for 2.
You got a little running clock here. I can't imagine this group will be out there very long.
Coming out to the right wing with it here for Goebel. Back down to the block for Pitzenbarger. Shot from Goebel, knocked away. Goes out of bounds here off the rebound against Pattonsburg. So we expect that Hilliard, Bunker, Epperly, and Hogue will probably come out here shortly. Hogue in the corner. Wide open 3 will take it. Misses off of iron. Kennedy Epperly trying to tip it to a teammate and hits it right off the head of Caitlin Bunker out of bounds. Not quite how you want to tip it to your teammate.
I see what she's trying to do,
yes. Into the corner. Pitzenbarger can't quite corral the pass. Kept in play. Hogue looks up. Pass takes Kennedy Epperly out of a shot. Into the pass to Hilliard. Out of bounds here off of Pattonsburg. McKinley Dodge will check in. Also checking in Maddox Epperly. Katie Yoakum, and also checking in is Marley Hansel. Hogue and Maddox Epperly will stay in. McKinley Dodge on the right block, too strong. Rebound pulled in here by Bernardino. And they're going to get a foul called here against McKinley Dodge. That'll be her first. Team's first here of the quarter. Ball stolen away right to the hands of Marley Hansel. From the right block goes too strong and goes out of bounds here off of Albany. Hansel trying to get away from the defender, kind of went further away from the basket and had to throw it up rather than going straight at the rim.
Yeah, wanted to go to that right hand.
Goebel loses it. And it's going to be out of bounds off the hands of Carly Pitzenbarger. Left wing, Hogue from three. Drains it. 52 to 11, just underneath 5 left to play here in the running clock, fourth quarter. Goebel right wing leaves this one off for Miller. From the baseline, her shot hits off the side of the backboard. Rebound picked up this time by Pitzenbarger. Miller drives inside the paint, too strong, high off glass. Coming away with the rebound here is Pattonsburg, and Goebel and Dodge fight for it. A jump ball goes to Albany. Hansel, high post for Yoakum, back into the corner for Maddox Epperly. Her shot from 3 is long. Bringing the ball across midcourt. Goebel over to the left wing for Miller. Trying to send it back into Goebel, knocked away by Hogue, picked up by Hansel. She's going to be called for the travel. Blair Ferguson will check in here for the Warriors along with McKenna Moffitt, as that'll be the end of the night of Maddox Epperly and Emmy Hogue with just underneath 3:30 left to play here in the fourth quarter as we'll resume. Goebel trying to inbounds here for Miller. Sending it up top for Bumgarner. High post to Goebel. Up top again to Pitzenbarger. Turns the corner. Her shot no good. Rebound picked up here by Moffitt. Hansel right wing. Sends it up top for Moffitt. Over to left wing to Ferguson. Over to Hansel right wing. Cross court to Moffitt. Into the corner for Hansel. Trying to get it to the high post to Dodge. Picked up by Yoakum on the block. She's going to be fouled.
Just say, this group doesn't look like anybody wants to shoot the ball.
Foul's going to go against Kara Bernardino. That's her first, team's first. 2:25 and ticking here on the clock. Hansel inbounds for Dodge on the block. Her shot tipped. Bernardino comes away with the rebound as she falls to the floor, gets it off. Here to Goebel. And Goebel goes up and lays it in off glass for 2. 52-13, 2 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. Ferguson left wing. Into the corner for Hansel. Wide open 3. Rims out. Bernardino again pulls in the rebound as she gets it off for Goebel. And they're going to get a double dribble call here against Cheyenne Miller. 1:35 left to play here in this fourth quarter. 52-13, Albany with the lead. They will go on to play Princeton on Friday night. McKinley Dodge knocks it down for her first varsity points.
Good sign. Looked good coming off her hand.
Miller's pass knocked away. Picked up here by Pitzenbarger for Goebel. And get a foul called here against Albany. On the floor, it's going to go against Blair Ferguson. That's her first, team second. Underneath 50 left to play here in the fourth quarter as Goebel will inbounds. Sending it up for Pitzenbarger. Misses off iron, rebound. Fought for by Ferguson and Pitzenbarger. Jump ball stays with Pattonsburg. Miller with the basketball, right wing. 20 seconds left here in the ball game. Bernardino's shot tipped away, that time by Dodge, picked up by Ferguson. Hansel brings the ball across midcourt. 7 seconds left here in the ball game. Moffitt can hold it out if she wishes. They were going to call a foul, but time runs out anyways. 54-13 is the victory tonight for the Warriors. We're back with the BTC Bank postgame, tonight's player of the game, when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
3B Pizza and Subs in Pattonsburg is ready to make your next pizza or sub fresh. 3B can make multiple kinds of pizzas, subs, and traditional or boneless chicken wings with several sauce options. 3B also carries pretzel bites, garlic breadsticks, and an 8-piece pull-apart dessert. So grab a beverage and food of your choice and enjoy the game at 3B Pizza and Subs, located at Brown Lumber in Pattonsburg. Call ahead to place your order at 660-367-2100. Rob's Cycle in Pattonsburg, Missouri is your local authorized Polaris dealer. Rob's Cycle deals in new and pre-owned Polaris ATVs and side-by-sides to make your outdoor living easier and more enjoyable. They offer experience, fair prices, and friendly atmosphere from people you know and trust. Call or stop in at Rob's Cycle in Pattonsburg today to see what they could do for you. You'll be glad you did.
And welcome back out again here to Albany, where it's a final tonight for the Albany girls, winning by a final score of 54-13 here over Pattonsburg. Let's take a look at the stats from the ball game. For Albany, they shoot 23 for 53 from the floor, 6 for 18 from behind the three-point arc, 2 for 11 from the free throw line. They were led in scoring tonight by Kennedy Epperly with 15 points. Maddox Epperly and Jade Hilliard right behind with 14. 5 points for Emmy Hogue. 4 points for Caitlin Bunker, 2 points tonight for McKinley Dodge. For Pattonsburg, they shoot 5 for 41 from the field, 1 for 9 from behind the three-point arc, 2 for 10 from the free throw line tonight. They were led in scoring tonight by Jaden Goebel with 5 points, 3 points for Annabelle Gardner and Addie Iddings, 2 points tonight for Cheyenne Miller.
Well,
and Mike, our winner circle player of the game is going to go to Kennedy Epperly tonight. 5 for 9 from behind the three-point arc, and she was at 1 point, 4 for 5.
Yeah, and at least 3 of those 5 came when Warriors really kind of struggled coming out of the box, and that kind of helped right the ship a little bit, and from there it went on to a pretty lopsided victory. I'm just real sure the Albany coaching staff probably not going to be real happy with that game. There's a lot of sloppiness. Warriors, I thought, tried to take a lot of things for granted, gave up a lot of offensive rebounds, gave up some shots that they couldn't get to drop. Mm-hmm. Against a better team, I mean, that's not going to be a 40-point blowout. But I suspect they know that, and the players know that, and I would assume in the next game against Princeton, we'll see a different Warrior team. If we don't, we're going to have maybe a the second big upset of the tournament.
Yes. We'll be back with our second game of the night, King City Stanbury boys, when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.